Let's clear the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello, Sagittarius, or those with strong Sagittarius placements in their birth chart, or those who are cross-watching, dealing with a Sagittarius, or even if you just happen to stumble across this live stream, welcome to Arcana Universe. This is going to be the energy forecast for the month of July 2024, but know that all of my readings are timeless, so let's get started. There's your energy right off the bat. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. I love the energy already. Oh my goodness. Like, I've been doing the other signs readings, and they have, like, their energy is, very, like, stagnant and stuck. But I see here, you guys are just, like, right in it. And as mentioned earlier, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. I feel like I have to emphasize that because, some people watch this and they're like, the roles are reversed. And it's just like, that's what I said. Isn't that what I said? So just being thorough here. Okay, for those of you who are new, welcome. Your energy here again. Those of you who are returning, welcome back to Arcana Universe. If you haven't liked the video already, please do so at this time. It's much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, so right off the bat, the energy that I'm picking up is some of you may have been dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. They don't necessarily have to be that specific sign. But I do sense as somebody that, you've had some sort of emotional connection with. I see that, in the month of July that, there's some aspect of this connection being much of a burden, okay? There's a lot of like obstacles or challenges and some sort of inconvenience is what I'm also picking up here. But regardless, like this person, you really like them, you really see, a future with you and them, and you can't help but feel like, you already consider this person like your family, okay? And there's a lot of love, like you care about this person. And not only that, like I feel like this is somebody that you do a lot of like physical activity with, and it's just like they kind of match your energy in that sense. After all, they are a cardinal sign. So, or I'm just picking up like I'm getting heavy Cancerian energy. That's definitely coming up, but. But you don't have, if that part doesn't resonate, please don't take it. But I see here, I'm getting some sort of like, they match your energy and you guys are able to do many like different fun activities, or even if that means going out for a hike or just like walking your pets or what have you. I just feel like there is, or even like hitting the gym together. I feel like this is somebody that has become some sort of your companion, or you're going to be coming across somebody like that in your life. And I see, there's a lot of love and some sort of like, I do sense passion here. I do sense passion. It's like they find you attractive and you're attracted to them as well. But I do sense that there is some level of codependency, okay? It's almost as if like you guys are going to be, it's hard to do things without them. Like I just see like, every day you guys talk, you try to spend as much time together as much as you can. I see that kind of energy here. And, I see that you guys are the type of pair that will be like splurging, eating well, drinking things, kind of living the life of indulgence is what I'm seeing here. But as mentioned, like there's some sort of burden that I'm seeing here. What is this burden about? What happened? What's this burden? So I think like whoever you're dealing with, they have some sort of mask that they're like pretending to be, okay? So some of you may have thought, wow, this is like the perfect match, this may be the perfect counterpart, but I see something, so some of you, like, they have a way of like holding back. Let's say if you are the type of connection to be intimate, you know, like on a regular basis, and then all of a sudden, like they just stop. Like they hold back, and they are very also moody, is what I'm seeing here. So if there's any like, if they're going through a difficult time, if they're going through some sort of like depression or hardship, it's like their libido is like really affected by it as well. So they might not be physical or sexually intimate with you when they're going through that. And so that's like one of the downfalls where you're just like, I don't know if I can deal with this, because it's almost like they use intimacy, sexual intimacy, as some sort of like, I don't want to say games, but you don't like that they are fully have control of themselves. It's almost like if they're having a bad day, you can tell like the relationship, the connection between the two of you is affected in that sense. So this person also has a tendency to do like a disappearance act, is what I'm seeing here. Like when they are going through a hard time, they keep you in the dark. They don't talk. I'm getting very moody energy. And also they expect you to kind of chase them, is what I'm seeing here. Like they feel like you should approach them, and like they're kind of spoiled in that sense. Perhaps like in the past you were the one who always initiated contact or communication, but it's just like you had enough of that. You're kind of fed up with the fact that this connection, it has become some level of a routine. So notice even these two cards side by side, they have similar body language where it just feels like you may not feel as reciprocated. So this connection may have started out very quickly, very passionately perhaps, but then you realize that there's some level of inconsistency that you are not vibing with. Okay, anything else? So I see here some of you, that you're dealing with somebody that you have some level of history with, and you have tried multiple times to rekindle this connection, to give it, second chance, third chance, fourth chance, what have you, take what resonates. But I see here that at the end of the day, there was some lack of reciprocation, and you felt like the connection was one-sided. You felt like you were putting more effort and energy into the connection than they were. And so it almost felt like love bombing. It felt like a very love bombing energy in the beginning. Everything felt great, everything felt perfect. They give you a lot of attention, intimacy, sexual intimacy, physical connection, all of that was great. And then slowly you started to realize that this person doesn't have a strong grasp of their life. It seems to me like they're struggling, and they're very good at secluding themselves and taking alone time. So I see that, when it comes to this connection, the future energies is that you feel like they're not putting in the effort. They're keeping you in the dark. They're keeping you, not involved. And so at the end of the day, what can you do? you realize that this is not a connection that you want to be part of, okay? I mean, they see you in a good light. You know, they find you very attractive. They feel like you have your stuff together. Perhaps you have, you know, you come from money or you have some sort of savings or something like that. Um, and for you as well, at one point you thought that this was going to be, you know, the one perhaps, but then you realize, you know, they had some false masks. You felt played. I see here strongly that you felt played. Perhaps they were doing it for clout. Perhaps you fit an image that they were looking for, like to have by their side, and you just realized that you were ultimately pouring more into the connection. Some of you were even like paying bills for them, like taking care of them in that sense. And you just realized that they were like almost like a child. They were a child stuck in an adult's body. And the truth came to surface that, you know, this person ended up being very like, oh, I got you wrapped around my finger. You'll do whatever I want. Like there's definitely some sort of manipulative energy that I'm feeling here, okay? So you know, it sucks that it started out like I'm sure you guys shared a lot of good times together, seeing as that this individual like came at you very strongly, love bombing, and it just felt like so amazing, and you had some of your best memories are with this person. But I see that, you know, as time went by, they were acting a little peculiar, they were acting a little different, and you caught on. The truth came to surface that, you know, this person was kind of living up some sort of image. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on with the reading. What other messages does my viewer needs to know about? Okay, so for those of you who are joining in, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, so some of you are very you know, wondering what's going to happen to you in your future energies. Oh my gosh, finally. It feels not like your energy, it's kind of refreshing because the other like the last couple signs, it was just like their energy was so stagnant, and it was almost as if they were like dragging their feet energetically. And at least like with you, it's just like, let's see, let's go for it. Like I'm ready, you know? I mean, everything in moderation. There's a cost for different types of energy and during different types of scenarios, but I'm digging it. Future energies for my viewer. What's the future energies? All right. So I see here, you know, some of you are going to be connecting with an air sign. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or somebody who just carries that kind of energy. And I see here, this is somebody that you had some sort of falling out with, okay? You guys are, you know, no longer in contact. I see you guys are not talking to each other. You guys have spent some time apart. Okay, what about this person? This person is unsatisfied with how things went. You know, they have a lot of feelings for you. They remember and recollect all the good times that you've shared. And but you know, they really like during this time apart, they really had to kind of like sit in the bed that they made. Okay, lie in the bed that they made, and they feel like, you know, they did you dirty. Like they weren't upfront with you. They weren't honest. They were manipulative in a sense and fed you lies. And so ultimately, this person, you know, has definitely some level of regret. They realize, you know, that you were in a way, like a blessing in this, like a blessing in their life, and they miss having that with you. So, what are their actions towards you in the future? Some of you are going to receive some sort of message. They're going to perhaps try to reconnect with you again. I'm getting like some of you may even like hook up with this past person due to some level of convenience, or if you still have, if you still may be physically attracted to this person, there's your energy coming in strongly, or as a way of healing. It's almost like, some couples, I'm not some couples, they do it cold turkey. It's like you end things and you never hear from them again. You never see them again. And whereas some other couples, they like, that lingering energy where it's just like, I don't want to be with you, but you kind of cave in and you still indulge with them and end up being with like friends with benefits kind of situation. Um, and I feel like, perhaps this connection, it was very like family oriented. Perhaps you met their family, they met your family. So it wasn't like just like a one night thing. Like you guys have some level of history. And so for you to all of a sudden break ties and have no contact, it was difficult for them and it was difficult for you to. So I see that I would not be surprised if you guys will end up coming back together, just to see if there's some like chemistry or some spark, or just for physical and sexual intimacy and release. But I see here, this person, they haven't changed. They haven't changed. They're still talking to multiple people. They are, continuously like leaving you in the dark. Not really sure what's going to happen. Strong third party energies coming through. And so it's like you cannot take them seriously. It's just like, I don't know, whether to believe you. Are you coming in? Are we going to try to work this out or are we not? And I see here, you're just tired of it. You're tired of the BS. You're tired of them, want like acting as if you're the one, and they want everything with you, but on the when they're not in contact with you, they just go run off and surround themselves in third party energies. And for them, it's like, well, we're not together, I'm technically single, right? And like, so they feel entitled to be talking to other people, and you're just like, exactly where we stand, what I want, or you are trying to make things clear, but they're just trying to play dumb, is what I'm saying here. And so, at this time, you're sort of kind of still figuring things out. As mentioned earlier, there was definitely some level of like codependency. And so, and, there is this essence of like when you guys are together, you guys work well together or something like that. Okay, is what I see here. So let's go ahead and clear the energy, and we'll do one more spinny spin and see if there's any additional messages that you will need to know at this time. So if you have a question, feel free to kind of focus on that. Yeah, that energy I mentioned earlier, they're just kind of like full of drama, and it seems to me like every time you guys come together, like you always have to be in the offensive, like and defensive. It's just it's a challenge. Okay, so let's go ahead. What else does my viewer needs to know? It says self, but I feel like it's gonna touch up on love. Let's just do one more clear one. Oh, come on. It's just like, no, I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. I just want one, okay? Just one. Love, okay, got it. What does Sagittarius needs to know when it comes to their love? Love energies. And I'm gonna do like a quick past, present, and future for you, just so that we can get an overall view of your love energies. All right. Past, present, and future. Okay. So I see here in your past energies when it comes to your love that there was some level of like waiting around. Somebody, it's almost as if like you put a lot of effort in, but it was like the decision wasn't up to you. It was like the decision was up to somebody else, whether or not they wanted something more with you. Okay, and it ended up being that this person took their sweet ass time and was just like at the end of the day it just didn't end up working out. You realize that this person was I'm getting like this milking energy. So this person was trying to take as much as they can from the connection in whatever ways that would benefit them. And then you realize through some level of confrontation, okay, either they told you during an argument, well, they may have said something like, well, you know what, like this, blah, 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 blah. Like, this is actually what it is. This is actually how I feel. And you're just like taken aback and you're like, what? Like, it's so I just kind of feel like there was some sort of like player like energy where they were taking their time to kind of figure things out with you, but they didn't really have the intentions of ultimately being with you. So, in your current energy, you have definitely developed some sort of um, standards, some sort of boundary. You're not going to necessarily be with just anybody, especially if they have some sort of like mental blockages, where they overthink things, where they need to take days just to make a decision. Like people that is not they don't know what they want. You don't want somebody that doesn't know what they want, and you want somebody that is going to just stand by your side and ride with the punches. But I see here in your future energies, what's happening in your future energies when it comes to your love life, that you are going to feel very like confident when it comes to your love life. You are going to be attracting like people who are far away from you, or people who are younger than you, or is just like kind of in this maturity or inexperienced energy. And I see here that, there's going to be some level of headaches. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, does, everybody not know what they want? Like, there's going to be some level of frustration that I see here when it comes to your love life. But regardless, you're trying to keep an open mind, a positive outlook, and stay clear from people who are not honest and who are just, in it to gain something from you in a sense, and you're just tired of all the playing, the lying, cheating, stealing. And so you definitely have you're gonna go with your intuition now is what I'm seeing here. So all of these past experiences where it has become very challenging for you, it has allowed you to, the silver lining here is that it has allowed you to really be more intuitive when it comes to the people that you connect with, and you're learning to, you know, trust your instincts, your intuition, that not everybody is going to have the best interest. Some people are just going to come in just so that they can play you in a sense. And so I see here, I will not be surprised if some of you decide not to like be dating for a while, or that's like the recommendation coming through. I see here that the most recent or most significant connection, they really did you dirty, and it almost made you feel like, how your sense of reality was warped is what I'm seeing here. And so you are at the end of the day a little bit exhausted when it comes to that connection, but I see here that you're going to come out of it. Whatever you are dealing with, whatever you needed to heal from, you are going to come out of it and have this like new beginning. I am curious, okay? Who is going to be my viewers' new like love interest? Okay. Okay. So the new love interest that I'm seeing here, so this person, they may not have like an athletic build. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That's just what's coming through. They may be a little, I don't want to say pudgy, but they're not like skinny. Okay, either they're like thick or have like some sort of like dad bod or something like that. I am getting that. However, their libido is like super high, like super strong, super high, and they know how to like take control in the bedroom. Okay, so I'm not seeing like stick skinny like person. This is somebody that has some sort of like weight. You can't really easily toss them around. Like if anything is vice versa. Okay, so I see here this person is very smart. They know how to get things. They're very persuasive as well. And for them, they have like strong connection to their family. Perhaps they may work with their family, or you met them through family, and now you're like working with them. I'm getting some sort of energy like that. And the communication and the sexual attraction is very strong. So, anything else? So this person, I said they may have been like fresh out of a breakup, or they're getting over somebody, or like there was some sort of ending that they had experienced, and then I see that they don't want to be stuck in that energy, and so they kind of manifested like a new beginning, something fun, something playful. So this person, even though they have long-term goals of a partnership in mind, they're going to kind of, their demeanor is they want to have something light, flirty, and fun. And they honestly, like, they're just going to be like, I'm not really sure what I want at this time, but, I find you attractive and I want to see, if there can be anything that could come about it. I see that there's going to be a lot of good times, happy times, fun times between the two of you. And it's almost as if like whenever you're spending time, you can't keep track of time. It's like time is frozen every time you guys like hang out. Some of you you guys may like take drugs with this person, or you might like be indulging alcohol, or whatever your vices may be. And so it's almost like you guys are going to be lost within each other. Okay, but I do sense that eventually you guys are going to have the talk, like, so where is this going to go, or do you see a future? And you're going to have this like honest, open communication where it's like you want to know where things are going to go. So I see that both of you are going to, especially them, just take what resonates, but I see that they are going to be talking to other people. I see a lot of like other energies in the mix. And so you guys are still kind of figuring things out, and it's ultimately, what you want. At the end of the day, we have free will. So if you're not looking for somebody, like the person that I just described, if you're not, at the end of the day, after spending some time together with this person, you feel like perhaps they're not the one, maybe they were just Mr. or Miss right now. Like I see that you'll know in time whether or not you want something more with this person. Yeah, some of you are going to just choose to be single for a little bit, but I see, when it comes to your next connection, what I just described is is the type of person that's coming in at this time under the energetic circumstances, okay? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am going to be doing Scorpio live streaming next, so if you would like to tune in for that, don't forget to click on the bell notification so you're notified. Thank you so much again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.